To the Negro is expressed in one word. That word is recognition. But perhaps because he's had so little of it, the Negro needs even more. He needs to feel important and appreciated. This need is a very real and important one. It shows up even in many of the Negro's shopping habits. Anyone who sells or wants to sell to the Negro customer should know about some of these habits. To begin with, most Negroes buy by brand. They ask for products by name. They're quick to turn down off-brands. Do you wonder why? You see, for a long time, the Negro has been sold a lot of shoddy, second-class merchandise. So now he asks for name brands in order to make sure he gets his money's worth. This woman, for example, is buying fine crystalware. But she is also buying the admiration and approval of her friends and relatives. It's a well-known fact that many Negro customers are influenced by the opinions of others. What their friends may think of a certain item often decides whether or not the sale is made. The secret of selling to the Negro.
All right, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Rakwakadash. And I hope you guys are having a good morning. And let me start with the Lord's Prayer. Hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. And we're going to start off with Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, in the 16th verse. And basically, this video is going over a true statement that's being made and also being done to the Negroes, because we've been classified as a second class or third class citizen in the United States of America. So they have put us down so far below who we really are. So anything that they sell us that's high quality, what they say it is, then we should buy it. You know what I'm saying? So we have this mindset of if I don't have the top name brand, right, then my people look at me like I ain't shit. And that's the thing, man. Other nations don't have that issue. We the only people that they push that towards, because they know that we are kind of people first, that we like to have nice things, man. We are salt of the earth, like Yahweh Shah said, right? But here it is. They push that to us, right? Because they study us. You have to study your enemy. You have to study what they like and what they don't like. They know that we don't like to be talked to a certain kind of way. They know that we don't like to be rude. They know that we don't like to follow any orders that's gonna make us do something that we don't want to do. The so-called Edomites understand that. The elites understand that it is set up and designed from Yahweh for the punishment that we have received because we were disobedient to the Lord. So this is why we're going through what we're going through. And the Negroes is not going to change. It's going to be stuck with them forever until Yahweh Shah come back with the angels and destroy this place. So that's why Scripture says, what does it profit a man for him to gain the world and lose his soul? It's nothing, because when you die, you can't take it with you. All right? Because all that time you already telling the Lord that I don't trust in you. I'm gonna trust in my slave master to give me the things that I need to be sufficient, and then shit on my people, show them that this is true success, and if you stick by it, you understand, work hard, you'll get it. See, but what they fail to tell you is that success is a facade. True success is when your spirit is in the right place with the Most High. That's true success, and true success with it will get you where you need to go. Yahweh Shah will consider the possibilities, the endless possibilities, without you selling your soul. All right, so the Negroes and the Latinos and the West Indians today have not only chose this plight, they have made it become somewhat a fashion martyr for them. You understand? So if I don't got a pair of Louis, Gucci, Fendi, Prada, whatever, right? They look at me like I'm a nobody. See, I'm at a point in life where my mindset as a 37-year-old man, I don't wear those things. It doesn't give me anything. I could wear regular jeans, a nice shirt. You know, I'll buy a $10 thermal sweater. You know, sometimes I buy nice things. You know, depending on how I feel. But I'm not a name brand person. You know, when it comes to those type of things. You know, if I don't have it, I don't have it. I'm not buying it. I'm not proving to somebody. I'm not proving to my people, the same people that don't give a fuck about me. I'm not proving anything to y'all. So it doesn't matter. All right? So I'm not gonna do that. You understand? I don't care about what other people think of me. I don't care about that. You know, so at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, this is the decisions that we choose. Okay? So you gotta be prepared, man. For what? What are you prepared of? You prepared of what? To do what? To be to see what the enemy is doing. It is a trap and it's a trick. All right? I'm gonna read something out of this book that I got right here. But first, let me start with the scripture. So that's going to talk about the Negro buyer and the slave and the slave owner, the other nations items. So we're going to read what it says here. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I commanded thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So they will overtake you, man, because it's going to be a curse in the city that you can't buy or sell, man. All right? And they're going to make it hard for you to have. All right? Verse 16, curse shall thou be in the city, and curse shall be in the field. So either way, wherever you go, it's going to be a curse. If you don't got that money and you ain't known for having that money, these people make it hard for you. Look at the screenplay writer, right? That created the Black Panther. The man, right, is a very well-known man. Everybody know the movie Black Panther. If you don't know the movie Black Panther, you living under a damn rock. Okay? I don't give a damn if you're not a Marvel hero or a comic book wizard. Okay, that you don't or some kind of enthusiastic a person that love Marvel. Black Panther is a well-known movie around the world. All right? So don't tell me or you don't know what that movie is. Now, the screenplay writer that wrote that story, the man is well known and he made a lot of money off the movie. All right? It's granted. The man went to a bank. I think it was Wells Fargo, or I think it was Wells Fargo, I believe. If somebody may correct me, and if you know this, right? He went in and asked for a certain amount of money. I think it was $10,000 or something like that, maybe a little bit more. The man came in. This is during the time of the COVID where you had to wear a mask. The man came in, demanded the money, right, that he wanted out of his account. These people called the fucking police on this man because he is a Negro. He didn't look like he was well dressed. He came with regular clothing, like sweatpants or something, and they didn't want to give this man the money. His hair wasn't fixed properly. The man needed the money to pay the babysitter or help somebody with the money, whatever. The man was embarrassed. They embarrassed the man. He wanted to withdraw all his money out after the fact that they did that to him. It was fucked up. It was fucked up. And you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm back. So basically it's like they embarrass the man so much, and then when you have your money in these institutions and they make it hard for you to withdraw your money, man. This man has probably hundreds of millions of dollars, man. This man made incredible money. You know what I'm saying? And they giving this man a hard time. That proves to show you it doesn't matter who you are. They don't care about who you are. You know what I'm saying? You always gonna be a nigga in their eyes. You know, I'm laughing because I felt the brother pain. And listen, I don't have hundreds of millions of dollars, but I felt this pain, man, as a black man. So, and I'm laughing because our people think that is all good. It's not good. And they love the so-called Edomites, man. They love the so-called white man. They will die for this man. Yo, I just laughing because you see a lot of motherfuckers that go out. They will fucking go out for this man. Like, we watch some of these slave movies. Yo, it's a fucking joke. You know what I'm saying? Because these niggas be boogaloo, they be dancing. They be playing a fiddler. Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Yeah, boss, we gonna do anything for you, boss. You know, these country bumpkin ass, illiterate ass, southern ass people, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, but, that's a little joke, man. But, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, and it's not no shot at the southern brothers and sisters, man. A lot of y'all are very smart, very intelligent, and you guys have did a lot of wonderful things. I'm just going based off the ignorance of those that's in that mindset, you know what I'm saying? That's from the South and even up in the North, all right? So don't take it to the heart, all right? So my pops is from the South, he country, so don't take it to the heart, all right? So to make a long story short, okay, this is what goes on in the black community, man. All right, so they do this, I just had to crack up. It just funny to me. Verse 17, it's a curse shall be thy basket and thy store. So when you go to these supermarkets, they watch you, man. They want to see how much you're going to steal, and there's cameras all over the place, and people go in the store and they steal. And the camera is so big, it watches everything. You cannot steal in the store. Don't steal in the store, man. Get what you can get and go and make it work. But hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So, but let me tell you something. At the end of the day, this is what it is. All right. All right, now. Let's read on. No, let's jump down. Let's read on. It says, "Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store." Verse 18, "Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep." So you're gonna have a limited source of these things, And if the Lord bless you with it, to give you double fold, then Yahweh will bless you, man. You know what I'm saying? Because look at Job. Job lost everything, based on the test that Yahweh was putting him through to show forth Satan that this is my faithful servant. He's not gonna turn his back. He's not gonna turn his back against him. You know what I'm saying? So. And he had family. He had family that wanted to. He had his wife. This is his wife, the mother of his children that he married, told him to say, F Yahweh, right? And just curse him out. And he didn't do that. So he told her, "Woman, are you nuts? Are you crazy?" So, and He lost his children in the process. He lost his wife. And I'm quite sure if he lost his children in the process, they was wicked too, man. They was wicked. Had to be. They was wicked. His wife was wicked. You know, people judging him. Friends say you must have sinned and did this and that. And then come to find out because of his faithfulness, at the end, not only did the man recover or healed, the Lord blessed him double folded what he ever had. You know, so how you gonna tell me that the Lord ain't good, man? The Lord is good to those, especially those who deserve it. And even if you are one of the elect, you understand? Sometimes he'll use you for his gain. It doesn't mean that you did anything wrong. He just had to use you to prove a point that he is the higher power. That's what it is. You know, so we don't understand why would the Lord do that, but we know that he do it for this main reason, is to prove that he is the higher power and there's nobody against him. You know what I'm saying? He is the high authority. All right. Verse 19, cursed shall thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shall thou be when thou goest out. So, you know, so basically it's that could go as far as those who come into the city, you know, and those that come out of the city. And look, even when you're born into the world, when you come into the world, you're cursed because of the sin, man. And you're going to go out like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Scripture says, the wages of sin is death. But we know it plays many parts, man. You know, Scripture can mean many things, but I'm just using that as for an example, you know. So, you know, it's a very, very raw deal that we cut, man. We done made that deal, and we told the Lord that this is what we want to accept. You know, it's messed up, man. All right. Let me verse 20. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, right? Vexation and rebuke, and all that thou settest thy hand unto for to do, or until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me. So the Lord said He's gonna put these judgments on us, man, because we have we're gonna start He gonna put all these problems on us, and we're gonna start vexing. We're gonna get upset at Him, and this and that and that and the third. You know what I mean? So the Lord said He don't give a damn, because He said we have backslid, we done manipulated, we have committed sin, we've broken sin. I've done evil. You know, I committed all kind of abominations. Brothers committed abominations, sisters committed abominations. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, we all guilty as charged, man. We all guilty, man. You know, brothers lied, I've lied, brothers stole. You know what I'm saying? You know, I never really stole like that. That was never really in my nature. But have I done it? Yeah. In the corner store, I took certain things. You know, blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? I remember when I was a little kid, man. We went to my sister friend house. My mother had took us over there, and the house was fucking filthy. It was nasty, right? But I always wanted this toy that they had, man. You know, he had this toy that I saw, man, and I just couldn't get it. He had it, and man, I took that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I took that fucking toy. You know what I mean? But, you know, I remember that. You know what I'm saying? But from that day, I didn't feel right, you know. And I told myself, man, I'm never ever going to do that again. And I never did, man. You know, I never saw any worth anything stealing. And I just didn't like that shit, stealing, man. You know, that shit, you know, I don't, you know, some people got a lust of stealing, and they loves to steal. You know what I mean? And you know, in prison, man, they got people, you got people that's thieves, sneak thieves, and sneak thieves are the worst kind, because they have you thinking that they not no thief, and they stealing, and you know, they doing on the low, you know what I'm saying? And those are the worst motherfucking kind of people. You know, those kind of people like get killed, man, because it's like a person that show you fake love, and they smile in your face and stab you in your back. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Backstabbers and sneak thievers are one of the worst, illest people on this planet, man. Coldest, man. And they will fucking have you lose your life, man. I'm telling you. All right. Then I really wanted to read this part right here, but you know what? I'm gonna pause this and I'm gonna come back and then we're gonna finish reading. I'm gonna finish reading this from the book right here. And I know a lot of you Israelites, brothers and sisters, may have this book. This book is called The Valley of the Dry Bones. And I'm going to read this part from page 70. It's called The Economic Curses. So it's 70s, 71, 72, 73. Yeah, so I think I'm going to stop at 74. But you got to bear with me when I'm reading this, okay? So I hope you guys just stay tuned and just bear with me. So we're gonna dive into that. But I'll be back later. All right. Shalom. All right, guys. I'm back. Yeah, so I'm going to continue where we left off at. So I want to discuss this. I want to discuss this page in this book called The Valley of the Dry Bones by Rudolph R. Windsor. And it says the conditions that face black people in America. All right, so I'm going to read this real quick, and I hope you guys take note of this. Okay, so this is this part of the page is called Economic Curses. It said, "Curse shall be thou." It said, "Curse shall thou be in the city, and curse shall thou be in the field." Deuteronomy 28:16. And this is verse 70, right? It says this prophecy applies to the period when the city of Jerusalem was besieged by the Babylonians. All right. Greeks and Romans. So these are the three captivities that we will go through, okay? And it says it refers to the extreme famine, disease, and destruction that ensued in this city. However, scholars are aware that there is duality and triplicity in prophecy, okay? This prophecy applies to the life that Afro-Americans, which are the so-called Judites, suffer in the cities of America, which is the ghettos of America, and similar places, which is all around the world, right? Just think of the plight in the black ghetto, and you know what I mean. Our ancestors were not only cursed in the fields in Israel, right, in literal Israel, because there was famine and no rain for the crops. When you read the book of Jeremiah, no, not Jeremiah, I think it was Chronicles or Kings. I think it was Kings or something like that. Where I think where Elijah and Elisha, you know, at the time when they were prophesying, at this time Jerusalem had went through a bad famine. So, you know, so that's one example I can give. But you show many famine in the scripture. All right, but brothers, if I'm wrong, somebody correct me. You know, because I got to go back over it again. But I know for sure that when Elijah was prophesying at this time, there was famine going amongst the children of Israel because they wasn't listening. All right. Okay, so let me finish reading. It said, but they were cursed in the fields in the south right after the Civil War. So we was cursed in the fields. That was literal fields in slavery, okay? Many of the Afro-Americans worked as sharecroppers. The white landowners would supply the ex-slaves with food, clothing, tools, and other essentials. So basically, we did the dirty work and they ruled. How they ruled back then, they ruled the land because they knew that if you rule the land, you'll rule the economic structure that's going to evolve in the land. So like today, real estate investors are somewhat similar. They have rulership and they make laws and rules and playbooks to own the land, and they make staggering laws to give you a hard time, and which one of those laws which one of them laws are bullshit, which is credit. because credit, you need good credit in order for you to start and establish. Then you got to go through all this legal ways of getting your LLC, your S corp, and just so that you can have a chance to get business credit to buy these lands and buy these different things. So they put a lot of formalities in play, man. Okay, to make it difficult. So when you got these type of things, man, you know, just keep in mind. You know what I'm saying? All right. And the black sharecroppers would agree to work the land. At the end of the harvest, they would share the crops. Most of the time, the sharecropper did not have enough profit to pay for the landowners, because they make this shit so high for you to pay for you to get what you need. It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? It's done deliberately. All right. Advances of food, clothing, and tools. The sharecropper would work another year and find himself in deeper debt. You see? So you constantly working and working. You know, like I said, it's like it's designed to keep you in debt. For instance, look at jobs that we have today. Yes, we have jobs where it could buy you a car, it could buy you a house, or get you an apartment. But as long as you stay in that type of mindset, you're gonna be in debt, especially if you're spending more than what you can chew. You understand? So you're gonna keep spending. You're gonna keep spending money, right? You're gonna keep spending money, and you're gonna keep getting debt. So the more, let's say for instance, let's say you get a credit card limit of $5,000, and then you splurge that $5,000, right? And it's hard for you to pay back. But now you owe them. If you don't pay them back, they're gonna put your shit in collections, man. So you got to be mindful of your spending. That's how they catch you, right? If you're not being taught how credit is used and have financial literacy, then you're gonna put yourself in a jam. So, but in totality, we really don't give a damn about this society. We want to get the hell up out of here. So these are infrastructures that Esau's placed on the earth, man, to another snare to put you down. And you know who's guilty of it? Black people. Our people. We are guilty of it. Anytime a black woman get finances or money, or Latino woman get finances or money, they blow money. They go into debt. You know, I don't like to be in debt. You know what I'm saying? Do I have some form of debt or that? Yes, I do. You know what I mean? I have a car. I have a debt. I got to pay the loan back. You know, different things, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not much in a bad severity debt. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like to be in debt. And if I'm going to use it, I got to use it for my good benefit. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me continue reading on. If he tried to run away, he was fined and was sent back to the farm to work for less than $1 a day to pay off the fine. You see? They make it harder. This is not to even speak of paying off the debt. Sharecropping was exploitation. So they exploit and to show you that you ain't getting nothing. You know what I'm saying? In the highest degree, because the Afro-Americans could not read most of the contract. You see? Why you think they put these things in contracts? Because we couldn't understand and read. They was slick devils, man. That's why they always tell you, man, never sign anything that you don't agree, that you don't understand. Don't sign it. And most of us do that because, for instance, if you get hired by jobs like McDonald's, T-Mobile, any Fortune 500 companies, or stock and bonds company, or blue collar, white collar jobs, or whatever, that's making you some good money or whatever. When you sign in these documents, it's on a dotted line. You know what I'm saying? So you signing your life away, basically. And that's what Esau does. He wants everything on paper and to hold that against you. Because if there's no paper to be held, men could do or say what they want. That's how they keep you in order for you to not, for them to have the power control to fire you. Because they don't have that. How they gonna how they gonna stop you? You say, nah, fuck, I'm coming to work anyway. You can't fire me. No, so that's why Esau make laws, regulations, and rules and chaotic systems to control chaotic situations. You understand? They get police. If you don't listen, they get police to escort you off their premises when you're not an employee no more. Because they know the rules. They know how to control niggas. You know what I'm saying? But they just doing it in another formal way. All right? So, give me 1 second, guys. Where was that? Oh, yeah. The landowners deliberately took advantage of the sharecroppers by using devious means to require him to pay an outlandish percentage of the harvest. See? Like I just explained. I gave an example. It's all set up to divide and separate you. They don't care about you. And once you realize that, then this is what we're going to keep facing, all right? An outlandish percentage. Hold on, Salakia. Hold on. Yeah, I'm back. A percentage of the harvest, about 2/3. This practice is like stealing the eyes from a blind man. They're asking him if he can see. Right. Hold on, guys. So yeah, guys. So my bad. I'm back. I'm trying to remember where I left off at. Yeah, it says, "Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store." You can read that in Deuteronomy 28, the 17th chapter. All curses mentioned in Deuteronomy 28:16. And the book that I'm looking at right now is showing an image of the immigrants telling the Israelite man how to work. And it's showing him being a slave, and the immigrant is the one giving orders. It's on page 71. A black man working for a new immigrant who recently came into a black community. See, that's a problem was you don't fucking work for an immigrant in your own community. They're not supposed to set up shop in your own community. You keep letting them do that shit. And Esau allowed the nations to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a bad curse on us, man. But that's what we get, man, because we don't listen to God. And then on top of that, we commit all kind of spiritual fornication, man. We do all kind of wicked shit. You know what I'm saying? So you can read this in Deuteronomy 28, 71, 18, 24, 38, 39, 40. All right. So and then it says, talk about the crops in the field, fruit trees, vineyards, the land, and the flocks of sheep and cattle. The above items refer to agriculture, commerce, the meat packing industry, manufacturing, department stores, and supermarkets. According to the prophecy of Moses, the Afro-American is supposed to be cursed in all these enterprises. This is why Afro-Americans are not especially successful in business, because we're cursing it. You know what I'm saying? For those that made success, then the Lord has some kind of favor, or they sold out. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Thy basket means the food supply, and thy store means the retail stores and the warehouse where the food is stored. You see that? As I review all these curses with you in detail, you will see that they fit the black man in America and the Western Hemisphere more than anybody else in the world. So it fits us. It doesn't fit any other nation. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you know that we're the Israelites. Because it fits, this description fits us and nobody else. So don't be deceived and let no one tell you that you're not the Israelites. Nobody don't want us to be the Israelites. Israelites themselves don't want to be the Israelites. That's how self-destructive they are. Everybody else can know their culture, know their background, but we cannot claim that we're Israelites. We got to claim what the so-called white man has given us. All right. Remember, Moses said, "Cursed shall be thy basket, and cursed shall be thy store." Thy basket means the food supply, and thy store means the retail stores and the warehouse where the food is stored. As I review all these curses with you in details, you will see that they fit the black man in America and the Western Hemisphere more than anybody else in the world. By these cures and other historical facts, we know that the black people in this part of the world are the true Judeans or Hebrews. So if you fit this, man, you are the true Hebrew, all right? I fit this, so I'm the true Hebrew. Sisters, brothers, if you fit this, you are the true Hebrew. You ain't no Muslim or no Christian. You ain't no damn Buddhist. You ain't no damn Baptist, Protestant, and all these stupid ass religions, man. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. That's Deuteronomy 28 and 43rd verse. This 43rd verse is a very relevant prophecy for our day. It means that foreigners or other races that live in the same country or city as the African Hebrews will rise up the social ladder higher than the African Hebrews, and as a collective people, we find this very true from South America to North America. The African Hebrews have been in America since 1619, when the first bondman slaves arrived at Jamestown, Virginia. Blacks have been in this country before many other races, fought in every war, built up this country, nursed and reared the slave masters' children, meaning like you took care of their children, and contributed to education and science. In every generation from 1619, we have seen new immigrants arriving in this country, and after one or two generations, they climbed the social ladder, getting higher and higher above African Hebrews who were born here. As a result, the African Hebrews as a group get lower and lower. All right, so that's what they do, man. So these people come in and they do what they need to do, and we fall victimized to this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We fall victim to these things, and we gotta be more aware, man. We gotta be more aware of what the hell is going on. You know what I'm saying? So let's just keep it like that, right? Let me read some more right here. I'm gonna stop right here because it's too much. I'm gonna read right here. Now we have reached the 1980s, and in the city of Philadelphia and elsewhere, there are many recent immigrants who acquired businesses in the black community. To take one example, the United States government has agreed to open the door to 12,000 Vietnamese refugees a month, right? Many black people complain about the high rate of unemployment in the black community. Many complain that too many non-blacks are establishing businesses in black neighborhoods. So it's all the setup and design. They give them to put it in their neighborhoods so that they can make the money off of us, because we got no choice but to give it to them. We got to stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? In black neighborhoods, but many blacks seem to be too weak and disorganized to do the same, right? They excuses themselves by saying the government must be subsidizing them, right? To be successful in blessing businesses, we must keep Yahweh's laws. We got to keep his laws. You know what I'm saying? But even though most of us do say that, but it's still true. You know what I'm saying? It's still true. It's set up design. We read Psalms 8th chapter, so he should have added that in here. You know what I'm saying? But it's still true. You know what I'm saying? To some people, this might sound too fanatical, but divine law is necessary in order to live in any orderly society. So we do need that, right? He's right on that. But man does not want to live by Yahweh's law. Yahweh's law says, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not rob, love thy neighbor as thyself. So that's the golden rule, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to make that short, and I hope you guys you know what I'm saying, we'll get a good understanding. You know what, let me read this one part. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to skip to the next page. I'm going to skip all the other stuff. And it says, but in order for this business to expand and be really prosperous, there are other laws of Yahweh we must obey. We must not steal nor rob from one another. We must not commit murder. If we continue, right, to do these evil things, the curse will remain on us, because our brother will be forced out of business on account of the high crime rate. As a result, the stranger will acquire the same business and he will prosper, because he don't got to follow those laws of God. You know, cause it doesn't apply to him. So he gonna do what he want. So that's why we telling you, you know, stop murdering each other. Stop doing outlandish things to each other. You know what I'm saying? And you will prosper. So when you do these things, you won't prosper. You know what I'm saying? Because it's breaking the laws of God. All right. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys were edified with this. And I'm sorry for like coming back and forth on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I got caught up doing other things. But I hope this video was very edifying, and I hope you guys can take a lesson from this and learn something from it. And I wish you guys all the best. Shalom.